All right, guys, so I'm going to give out some info right now. I know it's 3 a.m. and I apologize, but this is the only time I'm awake. And this guy on Twitter keeps texting me and messaging me like he knows so much because he's CPA. And it's just like all the meltdowners, right? I do this for a living, the small man finance, that guy. Tony De Niro telling me I don't know what I'm talking about when I point out that SG&A is going to be so far down for this quarter. And if people don't understand, I'll explain it. So GameStop's revenue, you subtract cost of goods sold, so the COGS, and then there's your net, right? So then you're going to subtract SG&A, and that's selling, general, administrative costs. And when you subtract that, that's your net profit for the company. And I've been telling everyone for 2 years, 3 years, GameStop's a profitable company. They already operate at a profit. And everyone's, you don't know what you're talking about, Moritz. Guys, I have thousands of videos where people are telling me I don't know what I'm talking about. And I'm like, okay, sure. But it's because I read the 10K. I don't just look at the balance, the balance sheet. I don't just look at the cash flow chart and I just don't look at the income statement. But a lot of these guys who are trying to evaluate stock and pick out and choose what this company is going to do, they have to go read the fine print, and they don't do that. So when you do read it, you realize that GameStop, and I'll give you this case an example, 2023, GameStop owes Immutable X, IMX, $57 million, and it's under SG&A. So the SEC actually writes a letter to GameStop this year and says, hey, can you please break down your SG&A? I want it line by line. The categories are not making sense. And GameStop writes back and says, you know what? We're just putting our SG&A in there from the Immutable X, the pledge. That's what's in there. So it'll be gone by the end of this year. Well, guess what? $57 million is what they paid IMX. Do you guys know how upside down GameStop is right now on this annual? About $57 million. So you tell me, they lost $51 million in quarter one. They lost 2 and then 3. So yeah, about $57 million they've lost. And that just happens to be the amount of money they've paid IMX this year. Now go ahead and look at the profits they're going to make moving forward. I told everybody they're going to be profitable on everything they do. Now, putting money onto the SG&A is great, but it also tells you that Wall Street, surprise, Wall Street cannot evaluate GameStop properly because these guys are not doing the due diligence that we do as far as reading every single line of the 10K. None of them do. They look at the balance sheet, they go, oh, this is where they're at, this is what they're doing, but the real investors know exactly what we're talking about, and this is what we shed light on. Guys, go ahead and look on TikTok, go ahead and look on Twitter, go ahead and look on YouTube, look on everything that I've ever said. I'm telling you right now, they're profitable, they've been profitable, but it's going to be by a bigger margin than what people want to believe. The SG&A is all the way down. They don't owe that money anymore, and they're on a clean slate. They have zero debt, and I mean zero corporate debt. They haven't borrowed any. Their credit rating gets elevated. Their stock analysis rating gets elevated, and now everyone wants to see what they're going to do next. And what are they going to do next? Keep doing what they've been doing. GameStop, can't stop, won't stop, GameStop. All you CPAs, all you professionals out there, there's more to this investment than just the numbers you guys want to read and document. I promise. Read every line of that 10K, and then you'll know what I know. Go to Twitter, go to X, look at my last post. I even posted it for you. I highlighted it, and I showed you. I show you everything. But, people want to say that we're wrong. We're not wrong. We're just early. Peace.